Welcome back to Sim UK. Finally, we get to have a drive in Fernbus Coach Simulator. I have been trying to play this game for ages, absolutely ages. And what we're going to do today is this route here, Dresden, Hanover, Dortmund. All the way from the east to the west coast of Germany. We'll change this to today's date. What is today's date? It is It's October the 3rd. That's what I was looking for. October. Right. And it is currently 2:36. Hopefully I'll be able to get this run done today. Let's start the game. Now, if you saw the part 1 of this, where I began analysing the newest patch, you'll know that nothing was working button wise, and apparently it would appear that that is a fault with Fernbus Coach Simulator. When you use the configuration tool that they've provided, nothing seems to work. You have to reload the game, which is a bit of a pain in the buttocks. Hopefully they'll sort that out. In addition to that, unfortunately, the steering is still not one-to-one. So using that device doesn't work, which is a real shame. But I want to say, I almost said it's still in development, but it isn't. And that is constantly the frustration for everybody here. It clearly is still in development. Clearly is still in development. And I think Aerosoft may have coerced TML to go fully live too early. I've said this before. I know this isn't new, but that's, I think, where we are. So let's just say that this game is still under development. Interestingly, Chris and Emma appeared on... Oh dear. Oh dear. Nothing. None of the buttons work again. Excuse me. I think I may have just chosen the wrong route. Loading times on the game have grown considerably since this latest update. That in itself isn't a big issue. Bearing in mind we're talking about 22,000 or 20,000 kilometers. Keeps changing. 22.5 is the largest I've... Oh, that loaded quicker. It's already in memory, that's why. No, that hasn't worked. Right, we have to quit out the game, reload the game. Prior to this patch, we didn't need to do this, so hopefully... Hi guys, welcome back to Sim UK. This is the fourth time now that I've tried to load this game. Keep your fingers crossed. I have the Logitech profiler active. I've started the game again. Let's have a go. Korea, original, Dresden to Dortmund. Yes, that's all remembered itself. Wonderful. Okay. Goodness me. So, we actually have something working now, which is great. So, okay guys, just in case you've missed it, this is my new skin. Well, it's not new. This is the current skin for the bus. You can see it's got my logo there. Ultimate Realism, Sim UK, that's us. It needs a bit of tweaking. You can see there that the part of the UK is missing or hidden in the fold of that door, which is a pain. We don't want that. So there's a bit of tweaking to be done. But anyway, we're not talking about the patch really. This is part gameplay, part review. So let's go sit down. If I can remember my buttons. There we go. It's been a while since I played, guys. Now we've got the camera on today. Hopefully you can see that. It's impossible for me to know whether or not that's perfectly set up or not until after I've recorded it. So fingers crossed. Now, as part of the new update, let's log in. Go to settings, controls, vehicle. As part of this new assistant, I'm not going to do it now because it seems to knock everything out, stops all the buttons and everything from working. I think what's happening is it's editing / recreating, because the key binding seems to still be there, but it's all incorrect. So let me show you this. In a previous video I showed you that I set up my steering to be 1-to-1, but if you look at the steering, I mean, look at this. If you're looking on the camera, I'm going to turn 90, 180, 240, 360. So you can see that a full 360 turn of my steering wheel turns just over 180, let's say 190. So that's just terrible, awful. I don't want that. I want 1-to-1. So what I did previously, before this patch came out, was to change the configuration to be like so. So we'll accept that, go back, and now when I turn my steering wheel, it's, well, it's better, but it's not right. It seems everything's changed, because that gave me nearly 1-to-1, and now, I mean, that's 180, that's 360. 360 seems to catch up with itself. So it starts off slow, gets faster. I'm going to have to tweak this. I mean, I'm going to have to play with it. But we'll just put up with this for now, for today. Now, if we just come in here and turn everything on, because we know, we know that they're all going to want to have all this stuff on. So let's just start with this stuff on, shall we? Right. So at the moment I'm not liking the steering. It makes for smoother steering, certainly, but unfortunately I don't want smoother steering. I want 1-to-1 realistic steering, which is not what we're getting here. We'll open the doors and the sides. We'll have a look. It's 12:24. We're meant to be here at 12:38, or we're supposed to leave here at 12:38. So we've got a little bit of time. I'll get the passengers on and we'll see if we can't get the steering wheel sorted out. Right. Good morning, everybody.
Salut, das Ticket. Bitte schön.
Massive thanks, by the way, to the Northern Alex. I was watching his video, the Q&A with with Chris and Emma the other day, and he pointed out, or he sussed, that you could just click on the QR code, which just makes life so much easier.
Grüezi, ist das gültig?
Grüezi.
Mahlzeit, könnte ich bitte ein Ticket bei Ihnen kaufen?
Hanover. Okay, this is the only time when you need to do any work. Are we going to Hanover? I don't even know, to be honest.
Vielen Dank.
Looks like we are. Hello, madam. Thank you. Danke.
Grüezi, ist das gültig?
Grüezi, thank you.
Moin, ich hoffe, ich bin hier richtig. Oh,
Thanks very much.
fast in den falschen Bus
Hallo,
eingestiegen.
ist das gültig? Danke.
I think you just asked me if I was Scottish.
Servus, das Ticket. Bitte schön. Ciao.
There you go.
Hallo, bin ich hier richtig? Danke.
Danke.
Sehr
Hello,
freundlich.
sir. Oh, alright. I wasn't offering you anything. Let me see. Let's close the door. Why can't I close the door? There we go. Okay, let's check. We're not very full, but we have a very long way to go, so I'm sure we will fill up as we go. Let's sit back down, close that door, and let's see if we can't sort this out. I'm a bit disappointed because I had this set up quite well, and I was really happy with it. Well, I was nearly totally happy with it, but now this latest patch has come out. I kind of seem to have gone back to the way it was at the beginning. Holy cow, no way. Look how quickly that... I mean, that bit's fine, but then all of a sudden it's like, whoa! Spin that wheel at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Ah, crikey. What are we going to do here? Clearly what I've set up there isn't going to be suitable. I don't want to try the assistant again, because it generally leaves nothing working. Let's try it completely the other way around. Let's try dropping this down. I'm kind of speculating. That looks better, actually. Looking at this line, it's not quite so extreme up here. Let's try that. No. No, that's much worse. Okay, well, based on what we've witnessed so far, I'm going to say that the steering's just reverted back to being an absolute disaster. Let's just drop it down to 0.9. In case you're unaware of what it is I'm attempting to do, see, look. We're maxing out far too quickly. But that's, unfortunately, that is what's happening here. What I'm going to have to do is, can I turn off? Also, you can't bind a button to walk backwards. I find that a bit frustrating. But no, I can't. Ah, yes I can. Sorry, here we go. I'm going to turn that off because yes, we'll keep that on. Yes. I hadn't turned that on. I thought I had. Okay, well that's interesting. I'm going to fill that for the first time. Oh, goodness me. So we need to do 450 left. See, that's not quite enough. That's not quite giving me 450. But we're closer now. That's certainly the closest we've been. Let's see if we can just tweak it one more time. Let's go down to 85. See if that. See how that feels. Okay, that's actually a little bit too much. Okay, that's something. So somewhere between 90 and 85. And I think that's the best we're going to get out of it. So 87 sounds like the winner to me. Let's try that. Accept, back. There we go. So that's 450 degree turning. It's not 1-to-1. I have to turn the wheel 180 degrees just to go around a single corner. That's not ideal. That's not exactly what I want. I'm going to play around with it later on. Why are they floating? Or is it just... I think it's just a trick of the that shadow there is throwing me off. It looks like it's floating in midair, but I don't think it is. Right. Enough faffing about. 12:38. Oh, gosh. 12:37. Let's start the ride. Leipzig. I apologise. Leipzig, here we come. Now I can tell already this is going to be a nightmare, the steering. But there is a positive to this. It centralises on its own. Oh, actually, I want to turn camera back on. Let's try 50%. See how we feel with that. Just check our graphics. Everything should be on maximum. Epic. Okay. What a beautiful day. Now you can see I don't have any of the head-up GPS. Trying to go for ultimate realism. The steering wheel thing is not helping me, but there's not much I can do about that. You'll see that my steering usually is almost 1-to-1. Today it's just going to be so erratic. I apologise for that. There's nothing I can do. I will try and get that sorted out for the next video, but I cannot guarantee it. Which way are we going? Straight over. Can I go in this lane then?
Ich hätte einen Pullover mitnehmen sollen.
Oh,
Ist das kalt?
forgot to turn that on. Do apologise. 22. How does that sound? Oh no, this is left hand only. That was tight, but we just made it. Made it, we did. Missed it, we did. Never mind. So where are we with this game? It's a good question. I mean, still, it looks fantastic. This is one of the first games, seriously?
Schon Eiszapfen.
This is one of the first games to adopt Unreal Engine into a simulator, and it seems to work really well. And because of that, entirely because of that, it unlocks all the modding opportunities. All of the modding opportunities that brings with it are what make this game potentially really, really good. Look at this little town we've got here. This is just gorgeous.
Ich bin gleich nur noch Dörrobst.
Goodness me, it's no pleasing some people. Now, the only benefit there is to the steering being not 1-to-1 is, as you can see, I'm driving in a straight line, which means I can actually, for a change, look around and enjoy the scenery a tad. Safe in the knowledge that the coach is going to go in a straight line, but of course it makes cornering more difficult because I have to be so aggressive with the steering wheel in order to get the game steering wheel to turn, so that's a bit of a pain. But anyway, what a lovely drive this is going to be. This is an official FlixBus route. It's the first one I've done. I think we're going straight on here, yeah. It's fair to say that this coach doesn't accelerate like a Formula 1 car, nor should it. But yeah, oh, this is great. Look at this. Look how amazing that looks. Okay, so previously or recently I have voiced concern about this game, where it's going to end up, how it's going to be. I think TML are fantastic. I really do. I think they're working so hard and they have everybody's best interest and this game's best interest at heart. And I think they want to make this to be the best game it can be. And I think the fact that they're already thinking about Fernbus 2 isn't necessarily a negative thing. Indeed, it shows that they're not just going to be content with what they have. Oh, police car. That they are considering how best to move things forward. It does, however, highlight an issue whereby limitations in Fernbus 1, be it coding limitations, time constraints, financial constraints, legal constraints with the FlixBus Association, I don't know. But then on the flip side of that, Chris has already stated that there is obviously the chance that any improvements that were added to Fernbus 2 could transition and end up in Fernbus 1 also. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. You see how much I have to turn the wheel there just to change the lanes. And again there, just for a small change in the road, I'm having to make really big changes in the wheel. Oh my goodness, this is going to be tricky. Therein lies the problem with the steering configuration. There's nothing for 180 degrees and then everything in the last small segment, and it makes steering horrible, makes the game unrealistic. Prior to this patch I had it almost 1-to-1 and I was quite happy with it, I must say. A lot happier than I am right now. Maybe after I've tweaked with it a bit I'll be able to get it even more 1-to-1, and then I'll be totally, extremely happy. Look at this, guys. How awesome is that? So atmospheric, this game. Now, TML are working really hard on the AI. Oh, look at that field over there. God. Oh, I'm struggling with the steering wheel really badly. The smallest correction requires the biggest turn of the steering wheel, and then all of a sudden the tiniest turn of the steering wheel makes such a huge turn on the game. I am struggling with that. Now, let's be proactive. TML are openly working very hard on the AI, and that's their current priority. But I don't think, for me, certainly, that isn't a priority. The AI at the moment, I think is great. I know there are bugs, I know there are issues, but I think the AI, honestly, hand on my heart, is the best AI that I've seen in any simulator game to date. That includes American Truck and Euro Truck Simulator. I think it's far better than either of those currently are or ever have been. So just leave the AI. Forget about the AI for now. The AI is not the issue. The issues are steering. It's a mess. It's terrible right now. It doesn't work properly. It's not mapping properly. Spend a week, 2 weeks, I don't know, figuring that out, get that sorted. Track IR. I can live without Track IR, but many people cannot and will not. And what you're doing by working on the AI is you're not enticing new people to come and buy the game, which will give you an influx of income and take the pressure off you to get something delivered quickly. I think there are more pressing issues than AI at present. If I could drive properly with one-to-one steering with this AI and Track IR, I think I'd be absolutely fine. I'd be over the moon. And I think everybody would be. I think that would be enough for now to enable people to play the game and enjoy the game. I mean, don't get me wrong, the game is enjoyable, but this steering right now, this is horrific. Hey, look at that stuff. That's cool. The steering is horrific right now. The AI is fine. There's no issue with the AI. I'm enjoying this. It feels like a motorway experience to me, except for the steering. Track IR would certainly help people. God, you see how much I have to turn just to make that small chicane? I think we've got a problem here. Are we in the right lane? Yeah, we are. Oh, wow. Steering misbehaviour. Nothing I can do about that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying my best to deal with this erratic steering.
Ich dachte, das ist ein Bus und kein Düsenjet.
Düsenjet. Okay. So positives. I'm learning a little bit of German. That's good. Hey, look at that aircraft. I love things like that in this game. Honestly, this game has so much going for it. Forget the AI for now. I don't think it's a priority. What I'd love, TML are asking people consistently what your priority is. And I'd be very, very surprised if anybody said AI. Now, I'm sure TML are far too busy to watch my channel. Way too much going on right now, I've no doubt. Aerosoft the same. But you guys can encourage TML. TML are listening. If you go to their forum and leave messages on there, they are listening. And if enough of us say, why is this truck blocking the road? Sort the flipping AI out, then I'm sure they will. No. Seriously, I think if enough of us say, look, the AI is broken, we all know that. But it's not... The AI isn't so broken that we can't play the game, whereas the steering is. And the Track IR, or the lack of Track IR, is enough to turn a lot of people off. Damn it, I'm speeding.
Hast du den Blitzer gesehen?
Have I seen the radar? I have now. So here we are at Leipzig. Please correct me with my pronunciation, because I know it's terrible. Whoa! Wasn't paying attention. We need to go this way, don't we? Goodness me. Sorry about that. It's a jolly good job that I left the roads that you can't drive down on. Whoa, hang on. Why are they there? There's no road. I wonder if that used to be a road, perhaps. Or maybe they've just done a massive string of you can't drive down here's all the way down both sides of this road. That's what it looks like anyway. So yeah, for this episode, the steering is terrible. And it makes playing the game horrendous. Not fun at all. I don't know what to tell you about that. Before the next episode, I will try to get the steering sorted out. But right here, right now, I mean, it's sure as heck not plug and play. It really isn't. Hey, there's Squirrel. Hey, Squirrel. What is this? I want to see this, actually. Game Bucks Coffee. Is that a real coffee company? I thought it was Starbucks. That's the first time I've actually stopped and had a proper look. I thought it was Starbucks. So yeah, as I'm saying, guys, if you go to TML Studios website and click on Fernbus, you'll find a forum there. There's a German forum and there's an English forum. Select whichever suits your needs and just start leaving feedback. Say, listen, we know you're working really hard on the AI and we know the AI is buggy as heck, but without steering, without track IR, we can't play the game. And you know, and soon after that we're going to start needing things like which way are we going here? I can't tell. Straight over. We're going to start needing things like an economy where we can, you know, start a business and make some money. That's a new one. I haven't seen that before. So that's the priority, you know, not AI, because if you remember Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator, the AI on both of those games, in my humble opinion, is not even as good as this, and this is really badly broken. But for a long time in Euro Truck Simulator, the AI was horrendous, and there was a massive patch update way after the game was released, where the AI actually finally became good enough that you could play the game. And what I'm saying is we're already at that stage with the AI. It is playable. The AI doesn't cause so many problems that you can't play the game. So it's not an issue. I don't see that as a priority. There are far greater priorities. This looks flipping awesome. Look at this. Oh, that's just gorgeous. I don't know what that is. This whole city looks amazing. Gosh, I really love this game. Where are we going? Straight over, right, and then left. So we need to swap lanes, I think. In the comments below, well, I want to invite you to, in the comments below, to leave a comment and say what you think the next thing should be on the priority list. Because I'd be interested to know whether or not you guys agree with me. Do you think AI is okay at the moment? Is it okay enough? What do you think is crucial to, you know, at least being able to play this game for now? Because it's beginning to feel like... What the heck was he doing? It's beginning to feel like it's a game that you can't play for the next couple of months until a patch arrives that deals with the issues that we're all having. Wow, look at that. This is such a good game, it really is. In time, this game is going to be incredible, sensational. I honestly believe that. I honestly do. TML confirmed in the Q&A session with the Northern Alex that they're going to be working on this game for at least the next year, which is good in a way. It also sort of highlights that how much work they believe there is yet to do, and not sure if those mirrors have got better or not. Yeah, and also they're releasing something soon, a secret something. And I don't know what that secret something is, but they are assuring people, here's our stop, that it's not going to interfere with the development of Fernbus, and I genuinely hope that's true. But they're a small team, so they can only do so much, and time will tell. Anyway, this is part one, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I think we've arrived probably early. We usually do. Yeah, we're a good few minutes early, 15 minutes early. That's great. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Leave me some comments. What do you think TML should be focusing on? Let's start a discussion here. Let's see if we can't help TML to help us. That's kind of what I'd like to achieve. But anyway, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye for now.